Yeah, so we're up to Parakeh, Osu Gimel in the Derech edition of Derech Eretz Zuta. Hadar Anavah Yirah. So in other versions, such as Bryce Ben Yoyer, the escalate, I think Anavah is much higher up. But here, above Anavah is Yirah, even though according to the other place in Chazal, Reishis Chachma Yirah Hashem, Yirah is part of Chachma, and Yirah leads to Anavah. Here, Anavah leads to Yirah. Obviously, there may be different levels of Yirah, so it's not necessarily a contradiction. He says here in the Chaim, Hadar Yirah Mitzvah, Hadar Parbian Lamala, Shetor Anavah who Hayagadol Akoto Mimeno. Anavah is from the greater person relative to a person less than him. So when the person serves Hashem out of Anavah, Yirah is not involved in it. Interesting idea. What does he have to be afraid of? He's doing his avodas Hashem as a result of even beyond the letter of the law because of the Anavah. So Anavah worship something Hashem Anavah is a great thing. But if you have a yira, which comes from an even greater cognition of your shiflus, that compels you even more so in your avoda, not just because of your recognition of that which is greater, but your awe and that which is greater. That emphasizes makes you more of a shval ruach. Perak Aleph, who hadar hanavah v'shbiyarnu. Sham Hashemidas Anavah yastig midas shiflas ruach. So the chiddush, according to the Derech Chaim, is that shiflas ruach is a higher madriga than Anavah, or perhaps it is a higher madriga of Anavah, and having a yira saromus presumably leads a person to recognize his shiflus even more, which is a higher madriga of Anavah, and thus bringing him to higher levels of avodas Hashem. It's an interesting idea. Kol also includes here that Anavah he is bonus shifluso. Anavah is to look at how low you are. Yira he is bonus gadlu zulaso. And this Yira talking about, of course, Yira Saramus again is looking at the greatness of the other. Nimsa me Anavah aim is kabida zulas. As for Anavah, it doesn't give cover to other people; it just recognizes your own shiflus. Yira miskabida zulas, but from Yira, that or relationship towards another brings you to a higher level of honoring a fellow person. Zeh hadar Anavah, or Kosh Baruch Hu, of course. Zeh hadar Anavah Yira shebezeh no sein hadar v'yikar lezulas. This is the glory of Anavah. Is that you give honor to other people, and that's a nice shot. And that hadar Anavah Yirah means that the hadar, the glow, the majesty of Anavah is Yirah. So if a person's Anavah is internal, that's great. But what's external, what gives this added glow, which is recognizable to other people, is the Yira, which you have now. He says, according to Derech Chaim, even for other people, you have Yira. It's a fascinating idea. Now, Hadar Yira mitzvah. So the glory of Yira is a mitzvah. Says the Derech Chaim Yudalet, Hadar Yira mitzvah, Mekayim Atam mitzvah Yira Sa'onesh. You need a teva. Do Yira Sa'onesh? Okay, that's also good. Mekayim mitzvah mitzvah, the Vishakain, what's a borei is barach? Hainu Yira Sarumus Huadar HaYira. So he's a little bit mekatzer here, but I guess taking the same tack he said before is that if a person has Yira, again, that can be an attitude, but it's not necessarily an act. Right? You can have attitude. Anavah is internal. Yira is the glow of Anavah because it is relation to how you relate to others. Yira is relating to others in attitude. The glow of Yirah is actually to take that to a mitzvah. Again, according to him, probably more of the emphasis of me would be the mitzvah with Ben Amchavero, but also the mitzvahs one does for HaKadosh Baruch Hu as well. Hadar mitzvah tznius. Wow. So according to this, yes, that makes total sense. Yes, of course you're supposed to act, but to act with the drive for fame or accolades, that's not the hadar of mitzvah. The hadar of mitzvah is hatznei alecha sim elokecha. That's a very beautiful idea. Let's see what he says about it. Somebody does the mitzvah because of the mitzvah. I'm sorry. I think we have the mitzvah mitzvah because one who commands it, but I'm not sure. Let's see how it develops. He meet the yof as a good midah. Hadar mimena, the hadar of it is mishiyesh bo midas atznius. Shechosh abadasu mi chesed kel. Okay, he's deviating from shot here a little bit, but he's saying that the hadar of the mitzvah is to do it not just because of the mitzvah, because of Kodesh Baruch Hu, but because it's a chesed Hashem. Shafi Arkah Shafel, based on his lowness, negative Romus Habori relative to the Romus of Hashem, and Kedai Klala Avodah Avodaso. It's not worthy at all of doing Avodah Hashem. We meet us at Tznius. Okay, I think that's Pashim Shad. But then he says, this is what I was saying before, which I think is more Kabbalah Pshat. He doesn't do the mitzvah for honor, these guys, well, to take pride in it. There's a time when other people are not recognizing what he's doing. In other words, he does about Snei Leches. He brings out here in the Orchos Chaim from Eov, Ma'azarta lo koach, what did you help without strength? Hushata zroa lo oz, you saved with an arm which was not powerful. Maya atzel lo chachma, what did you counsel without wisdom? The sushia and without wisdom, sushia is saving wisdom. Larov hodata, you made known to the masses. Okay, so what does it mean? This goes to back to what Beldad said to Yehoshua. The ruling and governance is with HaKadosh Baruch Hu. How can a person be justified? And he very much praised the Gvura of Hashem and the Chachma Hashem. Say Shivo, and that Eov responded, "Lo lefiman oscha enroy lavod Hashem mitzami yisatznius v'shiflus Adam." According to you, should not serve Hashem out of tznius, out of your own humility. Negaromus is barach relative to Hashem's yisraemus kibameshik dalta because you in elaborating on the word of Hashem, ma'azat b'zel ish. What did you help with the person? Lo koach who has no power. Hachalush mode who's very weak. So rav koach to serve God who has such great power. You didn't have any advantage. Only that which you save the strength. You let people know that Hashem is very powerful. You didn't give the you didn't give the power, strength, inner strength to the worship or the service of a weak person. Now, what you said, Hashem's Chachmas going to give great. Masho Data, Tushias Chachmasa Larov, that which you told of his great wisdom, great wisdom. My Atzta Bezeh, where you counsel this Lo Chachma Lavdo, to somebody who's not wise how to serve him. That you're going to, a person's going to be brought to refrain from Hashem because avodah will not be significant in his eyes. Okay, I thought we'd have some great revelation here. It's not Pshat the Pasuk, but it's not really a great revelation in this idea of tznius. But again, I think the real Pshat is Hatznei Alecha Sim Elokecha, is the highest level, and this is the greatest aura is Hatznei Alechas. As the Navi says, it's Tzenuim Chachma. The Rebbe Yisrael has whole shir on this, and how it's shir das, it's Tzenuim Chachma, and how Avodah Hashem B'Tznius is indeed the highest level of Avodah Hashem. We should be zocher. Tesai, lo yadam erben yushen, person should not be awake among the sleeping. Lo yoshim and erim, not sleeping among the awake. Lo bochim ben asokim, not crying among those who are laughing. Lo solim ben abochim, not laughing among those who are crying. Lo yoshim ben omdim, not sitting among those who stand. Lo omdim ben yoshim, not standing among those who sit. Lo korem ben ashonim, not learning mikra among those learning mishnah. Lo shona ben akorim, and not learning mishnah among those who are learning mikra. Kol shadover, al yushana adam bin avaglios. John Pitts was go with the minhag. Okay, says the Derech Chaim. Tezayin lo yadam b'chulei. Kol yam shadam heima o machshava dibur v'maisa. Either you think, or you talk, or you do. Matzavo beis asiyosah chas me'ela. His state when he's doing one of these things. Lo yimaleit. It's one of the above. O shu omeid, o shev, o shrev. Standing, sitting, or lying. Ze lo yeh er ben yoshenim. Okay, you shouldn't be awake among those who are sleeping. Also, how you should be lying. In other words, so the first thing that's about lying down, and the last type of activity. And the next one, Yoshev and Omed, that has to do with the other states of a person sitting and standing. All these have to do with deeds, with activity. With thought, shouldn't be laughing when they're crying when they're laughing. The power of my thought, when your thoughts are focused on simcha, the antithesis. Or shotzar, right? Simcha, shotzar. In terms of speech, it's been talking among those who are doing mikra, those who are doing mishnah. Maybe okay. Well, not the strongest shot we had here. Close shadavar, the Yudzayin. Kol derech ish yosher beinov. Everybody thinks his way is the right way. His friend's ways are don't find pleasure in his eyes. People have different perspectives, different opinions, different psychologies. So if everybody agrees to one opinion, and you're the opposite of them, they're not gonna look at you the right way. They're going to look at you askance. So even though you think your mode of conduct is better than theirs, you should negate your mode of conduct relative to theirs. This there'll be peace on Israel. A beautiful end for that parak. So it's important, I think, to be medactic here that minhag Rabbeos is superficially. A person's allowed to have and should have their own machshavos and their own machshavos really covers everything. Their own internal self. But externally, it's not worth fighting in terms of externalities. Go along with externalities. As long as, of course, not Avera. It's a proper way of doing it. But minhag Rabbeos, you'll be more effective in your influence on others. You'll have to spend less time on friction with others if you're not being shining in minhag Rabbeos, and that will bring to you to be able to actually have more of an impact on them, but still with Shalom HaYisrael.